So what exactly led to this stampede? We've seen it happen, unfortunately, far too many times in this country that these kind of incidents take place whenever huge crowds come together. Could this have been better managed? I'd like to bring in former IPS officer, former top cop from Uttar Pradesh, Mr. Vikram Singh, on this broadcast. Thank you very much, sir, for your time. What's happened in Bengaluru is truly heartbreaking. But in hindsight, looking at the images and the details that have come in, Mr. Vikram Singh, do you think that, it was because of a fault of the Bengaluru police that this happened, that this kind of a stampede broke out?
Good evening. My heartfelt condolences to the bereaved families. I would say it is criminal negligence of the worst type, leading to a total collapse of law and order machinery and systemic failure at multiple levels, leading to a cascading effect and multiple tragedies and deaths due to stampede. And the worst part of the dimension is passing the buck from it is the sporting body that should have done this. And the capacity was 35,000, 3 lakhs turned up. Do you think for a moment that the police can absolve themselves, or any administration worth its name can absolve or wash their hands of the case? Because it was not a flash mob. It collected and it was anticipated. And the intelligence, Bengaluru claims to be the IT capital of the country, and Bengaluru police are one of the more professional police forces in the country. They have the drone technology, they have the air unit also. They could jolly well gauge every single person converging on the stadium. And to say that there was no CCTV network, there was no drone technology, we had no intelligence, it is, come on, this is absolutely unacceptable and unconvincing. The fact of the matter is they were totally unprepared. Every district in the country has what is known as the internal security scheme or a contingency plan that is rehearsed every month to cater to such emergencies. Obviously, you are not prepared. Obviously, you've not done your homework well. The internal security scheme is such that repetition, internalization till becomes a habit and a reflex action, so that you don't have to think. Whatever you have to do becomes a habit and a reflex action. Nothing like this.
But
It was almost a
it baffles me, sir, that to this day we're still seeing these kind of incidents of stampedes. We still haven't figured out how to control crowds. The most basic ABCs of crowd control wasn't followed clearly in this case in Bengaluru. But I also want to talk about what led to this stampede breaking out. And I'll bring in once again Mr. Vikram Singh on this broadcast. What really occurs to me in the course of what's happened in Bengaluru is that we saw a similar event taking place just about a year ago, sir, in Mumbai, after the T20 World Cup, when you had huge crowds that are gathered on the streets of Mumbai, and not a single such mishap, incident, tragedy, nothing. What went so dramatically, drastically wrong here?
comparison should be between comparisons. Mumbai operation was akin to a masterpiece and a flawless operation, a picture of professionalism. Here, it was nothing short of an unmitigated disaster, lack of coordination, misleading announcement from the first come, first served. They created more confusion than solved the rumor mongering. And to say that did not expect the crowds, then if you did not expect, you are to blame for that. You are paid to anticipate, expect, and prepare a worst case scenario, and you should have a backup for a backup and also evacuation plans. Did you have the green roads? Did you have an aerial reconnaissance through drones and through the chopper systems that you would be forewarned? Your control room, the smart control that is flaunted all over the country, that you know everything that happens in Bengaluru, that everything that enters Bengaluru or exits, you are fully aware of that. Well, entire thing has, like the cookie has crumbled. Your all tall claims have been thrown to the wind. And I would say that I had expected a lot better. I'm very disappointed. Poor coordination amongst all the organizers, the police force, no coordination, and the alibi that we were not prepared and the crowd was overwhelming is just not acceptable. The
One of
police
the
cannot wash.
aspects, sir, that came up here is that there was no time for the police to prepare. That you had the IPL final last night, so through the night the cops were up, deployed across Bengaluru, kind of ensuring that there's no mishap that occurs through the night. And then hours later, lakhs of people again on the streets, the cops again deployed to control the situation, that they simply didn't have time to plan. Do you buy that? Do you think that was the problem?
Excuse me, the police are paid for that, whether it's 24 hours of continuous duty or 48 hours or 72 hours. And if you are saying that gives excuse, I'm sorry, you don't deserve the uniform that you are wearing. It's better that you resign or the government dismisses you from service. Because in the Police Act itself, it is laid down that if you give such weak excuses, lame excuses, you can be charged of cowardice and dismissed from service straight away, no questions asked. I do hope you know the law very well. This is totally not acceptable. And this is just the alibi that the police can wash their hands off the case and say that we were not prepared, we were tired, and we were overwhelmed. This business of being fatigued and tired is absolutely unacceptable. And what would have happened if you had been in really demanding situation, if you had a gunshot on you? Come on now. These are absolutely unacceptable excuses. And I wish I had expected a lot more of those donning a uniform and being a part of a very illustrious police force.
Do you think also, Mr. Vikram Singh, looking at the string of such stampedes, incidents that keep occurring in the country, in cities, in towns, during massive events, that there is no clear protocol put in place on how to handle crowds, Indian crowds in particular?
The thing comes by surprise. I mean, if you feel that you come by surprise, we have a system that goes to say that everything you prepare for a worst case, there's no guardian angel that will whisper into my ear that this will be the crowd. You have to anticipate, expect, keep your eyes and ears open, and cater for a situation. And if you've done your internal security drills, your force is trained, you know what the drill is, crowd management drills are, you know the Balwa drill, absolutely, you will be never caught on the wrong foot. In this case, whenever a police leadership is caught on the wrong foot, rest assured they are not prepared or equal to the task. They lack training and they lack foresight.
Okay, Mr. Vikram Singh, thank you very much for joining us here on India Today. You've heard there from Mr. Vikram Singh, someone who served as a top police officer in a state and so knows the ins and outs of what went wrong here as far as this stampede goes. So as per what Mr. Vikram Singh says, you have to ask those questions of the Karnataka police as well. At this point, a committee has been set up. So in the next 15 days, we should get answers as to what really led to this kind of a stampede. We can also tell you that you've got bodies like the NHRC that's also taken note of the stampede that's broken out in Bengaluru. And there will be details sought from the Karnataka government on what exactly were the lapses that led to 11 lives being lost.